given here that angle AOC is equal to angle COB. Therefore, arc AC must be equal to arc CB. The reason is that in the same circle, if two arcs subtend equal angles, at the center, then they are equal. That is, the arcs are equal. Okay. So that means if AC is equal to CB, then obviously OC, this line, bisects this entire arc, and that is what you need to show. So hence you can write, hence AC, in fact OC bisects arc AB. That's it. It's a one line problem here. Let's look at number 3. The question is, prove that the angle subtended at the center of a circle is bisected by the radius passing through the
Good morning.
midpoint of the arc. Morning. So let's draw a circle first. Prove that the angle subtended at the center of the circle, so let's say this is the center, angle subtended at the center of the circle is bisected by the radius passing through the midpoint of the arc. That means, let's say this is the arc. You can take any arc, say this is the arc, okay, AB. Stay for simplicity's sake, let us take the minor arc AB. Okay. So angle subtended by this arc at the center will be, if we join this bounding radii, then these two will be the angle subtended by this arc at the center, is bisected by the radius passing through the midpoint of the arc. Midpoint of the arc, let us consider here point M to the mid to be the midpoint of the arc. We join this. So what do you mean by midpoint of the arc? It means it is given to you that these two arcs are equal. So given here is that M is the midpoint of the arc AB. Okay. That means, therefore, arc AM must be equal to arc MB. Now you know that equal arcs in the same circle, equal arcs subtend equal angles at the center. That means if these two arcs are equal, then these two angles must also be equal. Because these two arcs are equal, these two angles will be equal. If these two angles are equal, that means OM bisects angle AOB, right? So therefore it has been proved. You have need to prove that the angle subtended by the center of the circle is bisected by the radius. So this radius OM bisects this arc. That's it. So AM is equal to MB. You will give your this is given to AM is equal to MB, and this will imply that angle AOM is equal to angle MOB. Reason is equal arcs in the same circle. Let's write in the same circle, equal arcs subtend equal angles at the center. Okay, so that means OM, this radii OM bisects angle AOB. And hence you can say, you can write the question as your answer. Hence, angle subtended at the center of the circle is bisected by the angle subtended at the center of a circle is bisected by the radius passing through the midpoint of the arc. That's it. This was also a two-line problem. In fact, if you see, problem number 3 and 2 are actually converses of each other. Okay, let's see the last one. Number 4. Let's draw the figure to start with, since the figure is given. This figure is given to you. And let's see now what is given. In the adjoining figure, two chords AB and CD of a circle intersect at P. As you can see in the figure, given that AB is equal to CD, that means the length of this chord here, AB, is equal to the length of this chord, CD. These two are given. Prove that arc AD is equal to arc CB. Arc AD is your this arc, if you see, and arc CB is this arc. Okay, you need to prove that these two arcs are equal. So given here, let's note what is given. Given here, chord AB is equal to chord CD. Now, if these two chords are given to be equal, then what can you say about the arcs? What are the corresponding arcs of these two chords? If you go back to the theorem, remember that equal chords have equal arcs, right? So if this chord AB, what is this arc here? This arc here is this, right? Corresponding to the chord AB, we have this arc, and corresponding to the arc CD, chord, in fact, corresponding to the chord CD, we have this arc, right? And they must be equal. Why they must be equal? Because yes, just give me a minute.
मेरे मक्खन लगा दीजिए। मक्खन कहाँ का पूरी है, मक्खन तो ये तो काम कर लिया है।
Corresponding to the chord AB, you have this arc, and corresponding to the chord CD, you have this arc. Because these two chords are equal, these two arcs must also be equal. That is, this arc must be equal to this arc. Okay, because you know from the theorem, that equal chords have equal arcs. Okay, so therefore, if chord AB is equal to chord CD, we can write, therefore, we can write arc AB, major or minor, arc AB is equal to arc CD. This. Okay. Now, if you see this dB here, this dB is the common arc, right, of the two. So what will happen if I subtract this dB from here? From the arc AB, I subtract the length of the arc dB, and similarly from CD also, I subtract the length of the arc dB. So that means what remains from now see what remains. From this entire arc AB, I am subtracting this arc dB. So what remains is this arc AD. So we'll write AB minus dB is my arc AD is equal to, now again similarly for this also, from the arc CD, this entire arc, if you're subtracting this, what arc remains? This arc BC remains. So therefore, or CB remains. Let's write CD minus DB is CB. And that is what you had to prove, that arc AD is equal to arc CB. That's it. This is also a two-line problem. But this kind of problems will not be given to you. The one that I have discussed, one that were there in the exercises. The one that I'm going to discuss now is the actual problem that you will get, you have got in your board question paper also. Okay, so let's see what kind of problems you actually get. This is from your example. Okay, on page number 340, you have example number 8. Let me just copy the question. You can see it from the textbook. You can see it from here also, but try to understand this. In the figure given below, AOC is a diameter of a circle. AOC is the diameter of a circle, and arc AXB is equal to half of arc BYC. Question is, find angle BOC. And the figure here is okay. Now, if you see X and Y, these two are just written randomly. It means that X is any point on this arc. Okay, X is any point on this arc. That is what it means. And Y is any point on this arc. That is what it means. Okay. So no particular point is intended here with for X and Y. Let's solve this problem. Solution. Let's see what is given here. AOC is a diameter. So here, this line here, AOC that you see passes through the center. So this becomes the diameter of the circle. And also given here is that the length of this arc is half of the length of BYC. That means if the length of this arc here is X, then the length of this arc is X by 2. That is what it means. Okay. So you have to find out the angle BOC. That means let's mark the angle that we need to find. This angle we need to find. Okay. So how to find out this angle? First of all, what you must observe is that since AOC is the diameter, this angle becomes 90 degree. Why does it become 90 degree? Because in class 8 you have done angle in a semicircle is a right angle. So if AOC is the diameter, this angle becomes angle in a semicircle. So this must be 90 degree. Fine. Now if this is 90 degree, that means, and also you see that this arc here, this arc is half of this arc. Then that means this angle here, if this angle is A, this angle has to be A by 2, right? Isn't it? If this angle is half of the length, if this arc here is half of the length of this arc, then the angle subtended by these two arcs must also be half, right? Is this clear or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyone? To anyone who did not understand?
Sir, I did not.
Which part? Yes. Tell me which part.
Sir, that one.
In the same circle, if you have two arcs equal, then they must subtend equal angles at the center. You know this, right? If these two arcs are equal, then they must subtend equal angles at the center, right?
Yes, sir.
But if suppose if this arc BC here is double the length of this arc, they are not equal, then what happens? This angle becomes double, 2x, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
With the same logic, coming to the back to the problem, if you have this arc, if this arc has the length say 2x, then this arc will be of length x. So therefore, if this arc is of length 2x and it subtends an angle say 2a, then this will subtend an angle of a at the center, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So going by that logic, we have this angle as double of this angle. Okay. And I told you in the beginning that this angle is 90 degree. We will not make use of this. Although sometimes in problems it can be given, you will be required to make use of it. But in this problem, it is not required. So what we'll do is, in order to write this, we'll start by saying, since arc AXB is equal to half of arc BYC, it means AXB subtends an angle at the center AOB, and half of arc BYC subtends an angle of BOC. The reason is, in the same circle, if you have two arcs equal, then they must subtend equal angles at the center. Right? So equal arcs subtend equal angles at the center. Okay, equal arcs subtend equal angles at the center. So you know one angle is half of the other, but see that these two angles are angle on on a straight line. Therefore, sum of these two angles must be 180 degrees, isn't it? So we have angle AOB plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degree, because angles on a straight line, or let's say sum of the angles on a straight line is 180 degree. Sum of the angles on a straight line is 180 degrees. Now you see that AOB is half of angle BOC. Let's call this 1. So instead of AOB, you put half angle BOC plus angle BOC is equal to 180 degrees. Now you can take the LCM and solve this equation to find out angle BOC. If you take the LCM, you have angle BOC plus twice angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. That means thrice angle BOC divided by 2 must be equal to 180 degree. That means thrice angle BOC is equal to 180 into 2. Angle BOC is equal to 180 into 2 divided by 3. This cancels here. So you get 120 degree. So you have found out angle BOC. Okay, what was required here? Find angle BOC. And that's it. So angle BOC is 120 degree, and that is your answer. Okay, this kind of a problem will actually come. If it comes, this kind of a problem will come. Okay, now there are certain questions from the board examination. One or two questions maybe. I think one question only. Yes, one question. So I'll try to solve that. I don't have it right now. So I'll try to solve that maybe if I'm revising sometime, because I'm very close to finishing my syllabus. So after that, I'll be revising. Okay. And